Honoree Sandy Baba, nominated by Jenny Yan. Dr. Sandy Baba is an American researcher with 20 years of experiences in education program design, research, and development. She led and participated in numerous California and national early childhood education efforts. Her latest research on supporting low-income Chinese immigrant families was featured in the U.S. Department of Education publication. Dr. Baba has presented at local, state, and international conferences and provided educational design strategies to her partners. In 2006, she collaborated with 26 ECE experts and co-funded the NAEYC Asian Interest Forum. In 2020, she was selected to be an ECE mentor for the SXSW Ed Conference and Festival. She is currently a senior adjunct professor and thesis advisor at Pacific Oaks College, Graduate School of Human Development. As the co-facilitator for AIF, I have had the pleasure of working with Sandy for more than a decade. Sandy is an exemplary educator and advocate and has an unwavering commitment to better the lives of the underprivileged. During the COVID-19 shelter-in-place order, Sandy continued to carry out her regular responsibilities as a parent, college professor, advisory board member for several organizations, a board member for a middle school PTA, and a school site council member for a high school. Despite having to fulfill her regular tasks, she still finds time to put together an outstanding campaign to raise awareness of xenophobia against Asian children and families, and spearheaded the Asian Heritage Month celebration in May this year by showcasing the outstanding Asian American early child educators' work nationwide. Her initiatives and collaborative work have been and will continue to make a difference in many Asian American children's lives. I'm proud of Sandy's work as she has successfully changed people's traditional views of Asian Americans.
The honoree is Katherine Bono. She was nominated by Jenny Yan. Dr. Bono is the current department chair for the Department of Child and Adolescent Studies, California State University, Fullerton. Dr. Bono's teaching and research focus on the influences of parenting, intervention, and child abilities on developmental outcomes in normative and at-risk populations. Her most recent project, the Resilient Families Program, has shed some light on our understanding of the spillover stress from parents to children. Dr. Bono is an active participant in the early childhood education community in Orange County and is a strong advocate for ECE educators, teachers, and faculty. She served as a board member for the Orange County Child Care and Development Planning Council for many years, and she was a past president for the Orange County Association for the Education of Young Children from 2014 to 2016. Dr. Bono is always available to students and colleagues. She is to be commended for her kindness and generosity to the people around her. Under her leadership, the department works in a collegial way, and she has helped create a psychologically safe learning and working environment for students, staff, and faculty. Dr. Bono leads by modeling excellent listening skills with good intentions to support people who come to her. Both students and faculty know they can trust that she is the best advocate for them. Her teaching, research, and advocacy in ECE has been and will continue to make a difference in many children and people's lives. Dr. Bono is such a gem, and we are lucky to have her in our field.
Honoree Joyce Daniels, nominated by Marilyn Shelton. It is a pleasure and honor of Educators for Peaceful Classroom and Communities, EPCC, to nominate Joyce Daniels for this special recognition. Joyce has been a very active member of the early childhood profession for many years. She has successfully taken on many leadership roles. Joyce is an integral part of the EPCC Planning and Development Committee. As a member of EPCC, Joyce has presented and co-presented morning sessions at state and national AEYC conferences, has been a leader in community workshops, and has been part of the EPCC writing team. Joyce is the current chair of the executive committee of our sister organization, Peace Educators Allied for Children Everywhere, Peace. In addition to her social justice peace work, Joyce has been active with her local AEYC chapter and has held several state-level assignments. Among those state-level roles, she served as a reviewer for conference proposal from 2014 to the present. She served on the CAAEYC board as accreditation chair and as co-chair for the Center for Social Change. She has continued to assume coordination of the book giveaways in the center. Joyce's educational experiences cover a wide range of positions and geography. She taught and administered early childhood programs for more than 35 years in California, Virginia, Colorado, and Idaho. She led programs through accreditation and re-accreditation in Virginia. Joyce taught in a parent participation preschool program in San Juan Unified School District from 1995 to 2008. During that time, Joyce received her master's degree in early child education from CSU Sacramento in 1998. From 2000 to the present, Joyce has been an adjunct instructor in early childhood education and human development at American River College, Folsom Lake College, and Sierra College. Her experiences in classrooms with children and families and with program accreditation inform her teaching of new professionals in the field. Joyce epitomized the qualities of being a servant leader. Her long tenure as co-chair for this honor and educator reception is a perfect example of her abilities and persistence to serve others.
Honoree Sarah Hopp, nominated by Jennifer Greenaway. I first met Sarah when she was assigned to my family child care program as an observation student from Moore Park College. She spent a semester with us, completing assignments that included collecting notes on the children, completing assessments and checklists, and documenting the learning that she saw. From her very first day in our program, Sarah stood out from other college students assigned to our program because of her calm nature and her natural affinity for early childhood. She chose to return to our program as a practicum student, and it was such a joy to watch her relationships with the children blossom and her confidence in her chosen field grow. Since then, Sarah has become our trusted substitute teacher, allowing me the freedom to engage in my responsibilities to our county LPC and as president of our Ventura County chapter of California AEYC. Sarah is dependable, trustworthy, supportive, and is absolutely wonderful with our mixed age group of children. She is truly a valued member of our small child care community, as well as the child development community in our county and state. Currently pursuing her undergraduate studies at California State University Channel Islands, I see such a bright future ahead for her, and I'm so happy to be able to honor her journey.
Honoree Katie Holt, nominated by Jennifer Isaac. It is a pleasure to nominate Katie Holt for the Honor in Early Childhood Educator Award. She is an early childhood special education teacher at the Yucaipa Early Childhood Education Center, located in the Yucaipa Calamesa Joint Unified School District, a position she has held since January 2013. Miss Katie, as she's known to her students and parents, is a warm and caring educator that has the unique ability to teach children with disabilities to achieve their highest potential. She sees each child as an individual, not limited by a diagnosis, and fosters independence through structure, routine, functional communication, and lots of love. Each and every day in Katie's class is an adventure that comes to life. Her creative and engaging activities make learning fun and accessible to her students with developmental disabilities. Behavior challenges are no match for Katie's firm and consistent intervention, and soon enough, students are doing exactly what she needs them to do. At CAAEYC, she is a mentor to new staff members, supports students who transition out of her program into general education, guides parents as they navigate the world of having a child with disability, and collaborates with other early childhood education teachers in our local area. The world of education is a better place with Miss Katie in it, and our students are rock stars because of her dedication and influences. Honoree Apen Lee, nominated by Jenny Yan. Apen Lee is the founder and director of the Global JC Creation and Art Center and the head of the art direction of the international movie star Jackie Chan. Under Apen's leadership, the Global devotes its works and efforts to improve early childhood education, mental health, environmental sustainability, and cultural diffusion worldwide. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I have the pleasure of working with Apen and his team, and I never cease to be impressed by his work ethic, professionalism, and kindness. Apen and his team devoted countless hours to help with illustration and animation of my social story titled "Something Strange Happened in My City," and as a result, the story has been translated into more than 20 languages and has reached parents and children in more than 30 countries. Under his leadership, Apen and his team work in a professional demeanor and an exceptionally efficient way. They finished the first illustration within 24 hours. It is like a relay for our USA, China, Taiwan collaboration. I provide information to Apen at night, and when I awake in the morning, a finished product is guaranteed to be in my mailbox ready to be shared with children around the world. When working with the animation, he and his team sacrifice sleep and vacation and overcome physical discomfort to spearhead the animated book. I'm truly appreciative of all that he has done and will continue doing for children around the world.
The honoree is Gaby Litsky, nominated by Wilma Gold. Gaby Litsky is a dedicated educator of children and adults wherever she goes. As an early childhood teacher for more than 30 years, she has supported hundreds of children and families. She is committed to guiding children on their journey to becoming compassionate and self-confident young people and on to adulthood. It brings a smile to my face when I am with her and we see teens who share their remembrances of preschool and Gaby as their teacher. Gaby also spent years being a teacher mentor with the California Mentor Teacher Program. In her mentoring work, Gaby encouraged her mentees to be open to new ideas and keep a growth mindset. Through her mentorship, she has impacted many more children and their families. Gaby is also committed to social justice work in education as well as in her community. She is a member of Educators for Peaceful Classrooms and Communities, where she provides training for educators and the community in building peaceful environments for children and growing peaceful children. She has presented at many California AEYC conferences and provided workshops and trainings for early childhood programs around the state of California. In her community, Gaby is a part of several interfaith and multicultural advocacy organizations where her leadership brings people together and builds understanding and inclusion for all. Gaby's passionate and thoughtful commitment to justice, inclusion, and compassion is the hallmark of every action she takes. It is an honor to know her, learn from her, and walk beside her in this work. Honoree Elizabeth Jones, nominated by Svetlana Lucia. Elizabeth Jones deserves to be represented as an honoree because I believe she is the foundation of our preschool. She holds all the teachers accountable for bringing the best care forward. This means using all the professional practices in place, such as teaching pyramid, anti-bias curriculum, trauma-informed care. All of these things are the basis of who she expects us all to be, because this is who she is. She is an innovator of change and a champion for every child that walks through the doors. She is a visionary, and she is the hero of my career.
Honoree Kristina Keck, nominated by Janet Kim. The families of Room 277 at Sierra Madre Elementary School wish to honor Kristina Keck for being an exemplary early childhood educator and for making a difference in so many children's lives. With more than 15 years of experiences in the classroom, Ms. Keck is extremely skillful at learning each child's individual needs and helping them grow both academically and socially. She teaches not only the fundamentals of first grade, but also the importance of the glorious kindness and being caring human beings. At Sierra Madre Elementary, Ms. Keck is like a magnet. When she stepped onto the blacktop to greet her students at the start of the day, the 6 and 7 years old jerky and elbow their way to be first in line to give her a hug. Her gravitational pull must be strong because it's not just the students in her first grade class who flank her. It's not uncommon to see 4th and 5th grade students at the cusp of adolescence approach her with shy smiles and outstretched arms, awaiting a hug. She seems to remember every name and greets every student with her signature full-face smile. We appreciate Ms. Keck for her warmth but no nonsense approach to teaching. No matter if they are high or low achieving, shy or outgoing, or calm or bursting with energy, Ms. Keck treats her first graders with respect, warmth, and a healthy dose of humor. We appreciate how she always makes us parents feel like she has time for our questions and how open, friendly, and genuine she is in her interactions with us. As a long-distance runner, Ms. Keck knows firsthand the value of practice, persistence, and grit. She cultivates these values in her students, building their confidence and setting them on a pathway for lifelong success.
Honoree Paige Muhaffey, nominated by Anna Paige. Paige Muhaffey has been a peace activist for over 20 years. She began as a camper at Orange County Peace Camp and has grown with the organization to be one of the prominent leaders. Paige helps define It Takes a Village at Peace Camp. She is supportive to those around her and mentors youth to take on leadership as well. She jumps in wherever needed and elevates her consensus-making, collaborative community. In addition to the million hats she wears at Peace Camp, which is all volunteer-based, she has also volunteered to co-chair the Center for Social Change at the California AEYC Annual Conference. During the day, Paige is a senior technical writer for a firm in South Orange County. When we talk about It Takes a Village, we honestly mean that when we as educators are supporting children and families, we are grateful to have allies in our community. Thank you, Paige, for being a peace activist and an educator ally and a child advocate. Honoree Daniel Polance, nominated by Gregory Uba. Daniel Polance has 10 years of experience serving children and families across Los Angeles County. While working as a family health service advocate at a Head Start agency headquartered in Inglewood, California, he became one of the early leaders of the Los Angeles County Male Engagement Collaborative, which brought together like-minded individuals from across Los Angeles County for the purpose of developing male engagement initiatives. He has experience as a public school parent coordinator and as a health and safety coordinator for Connections for Children, a major Los Angeles child care resource and referral agency. At about the midpoint of his career, Daniel and his colleague Donald Williams III shared a parking lot barbecue with other male engagement leaders. From this point, Daniel, Donald, and their Dad Project would come to participate at all 4 of the annual Men and Child Care conferences, traveling from Southern California to American River College in Sacramento, Pacific Oaks College in San Jose, and Butte College in Oroville, before finally enjoying a home game at East Los Angeles College, where he proudly presented a father involvement workshop with his baby swaddled to his chest. Daniel and Donald received a CAAEYC Community Spotlight Award in December of 2019 for their Dad Project initiative, which today provides male engagement and father involvement programs for many of the most economically disadvantaged communities in Los Angeles.
Honoree Kathy Thompson, nominated by Jenny Yan. Kathy Thompson has been in the field of early care and education for more than 35 years. She was the assistant superintendent at the Shasta County Office of Education as the director of special education in the same county. She is a longtime contributor to CAAEYC, as has served in several essential positions since 2011, including treasurer, conference committee chair for several outstanding conferences, and most recently, professional development chair. I have had the pleasure of working with Kathy on the CAAEYC Executive Committee from 2012 to 2014. During these times, I had a chance to get to know Kathy, and I was inspired by her work ethic. Kathy held the board to the highest standard and carried her fiduciary responsibility seriously. Besides her busy schedule, she always finds time to volunteer and nurtures emerging leaders. Under her leadership, CAAEYC not only survives but thrives in an unprecedented challenge. I admire her leadership and professionalism. Her dedication to CAAEYC was inspiring and appreciated. Honoree Billy Truong, nominated by Greg Uba. Billy Truong is an adjunct professor at East Los Angeles College, West Los Angeles College, and Chicago School of Professional Psychology. He has more than 8 years of experiences in the early childhood education profession and has demonstrated a particular dedication to serving children and families in economically disadvantaged communities, including volunteer work with those experiencing homelessness. Billy is an advocate for early childhood educators, as well as early childhood education students at the various community colleges in the Los Angeles area. He has, on his own initiative, organized 2 mini conferences for ECE students. His leadership was instrumental in the 2019 4th Annual Men and Child Care Conference presented by Sacramento Valley chapter of CAAEYC and Dad Project and hosted by East Los Angeles College Child Development Center. Upon finding his calling in ECE, Billy gave up a promising career in business to make a difference in the lives of children and families, ECE students, and his community. Billy represents the very best of the new generation of ECE leaders. His old school dedication, people skills, knowledge, sacrifice, and passion combined with his mastery of outreach and social media provide a rare example of the bridge needed to build our profession going forward.
Honoree Donald Williams III, nominated by Gregory Uba. After helping his family rebuild from Hurricane Katrina, Donald Williams III arrived in Los Angeles, discovering his mission while working as a male engagement coordinator for a local Head Start program. While also connecting with his father, Donald found that amazing place where passion meets purpose. He became one of the early leaders of the Los Angeles County Male Engagement Collaborative, which brought together like-minded individuals from across Los Angeles County for the purpose of developing male engagement initiatives. He and his colleague, Daniel Polance, were invited to a small and informal gathering of men and ECE leaders in a parking lot at East Los Angeles College. This set the foundation for a collaboration between male engagement advocates in Sacramento and Los Angeles. Donald and Daniel and their Dad Project have presented at all 4 of the annual Men and Child Care conferences presented by the Sacramento Valley chapter of the California AEYC. Today, Donald has more than 10 years of experience as a father engagement program developer. As co-founder of the Dad Project, Donald has given fathers in Los Angeles County the opportunity to support and participate in their children's education. The Dad Project is the leading organization for father engagement and school readiness programming in Southern California, currently subcontracting with First 5 LA to champion fatherhood initiatives for South Los Angeles. Their programs reach many of the most economically disadvantaged communities in Los Angeles County. And yes, Donald is a proud and involved father of a young child. Honoree Shu-Chen Jenny Yen, nominated by Wilma Gold. Dr. Shu-Chen Jenny Yen is a professor in the Department of Child and Adolescent Studies, California State University, Fullerton. She was the former secretary and vice president of California Association for the Education of Young Children. Without her creativity, we would not be in this place of honoring educators. She developed the idea for the reception to honor those in our field and raise money to provide chapters in our state with funds for annual memberships to increase membership in our organization. This event has grown to be a vital part of our state conference, honoring more than 70 people who work with children and families since 2013. Besides doing research, teaching, and writing, she began Mandarin workshops for Chinese ECE providers and teachers at our annual conference. She co-founded the Asian Interest Forum for NAEYC in 2006, and she and Sandy Baba recently co-wrote a helpful short paper to teachers, providers, and families in hopes of preventing anti-Asian xenophobia with the outbreak of the coronavirus. Jenny has served on NAEYC's Affiliate Advisory Council, Nominating Committee, and as a peer reviewer for the NAEYC National Recognition and the Council for the Accreditation of Educator Preparation Program. Jenny has authored social stories and found financial funding for the stories for children who have experienced national and natural trauma, specifically after 9/11, earthquakes in Taiwan and China, typhoons in the Philippines, and hurricanes in Puerto Rico. Her teaching inspired young people entering our field. Her enthusiasm inspires all of us who work and volunteer professionally with her. Her social stories give children hope and strength.